I'm doing a lot of consulting in many parts of the country, working especially with teachers and librarians to figure how are they going to deal with the Common Core. And one of the biggest questions that comes up is this matter of point of view. Because when you had a textbook, and especially if you think of an elementary school teacher who may not have any context training in social studies or science and is basically using the textbook as her guide and therefore feeling that this is pretty reliable. Now she's asked to look at point of view. How am I supposed to know which is right, which is wrong? Well, first of all, that's the wrong question. The perfect and beautiful and I'm so grateful to it answer to this is my younger son was in preschool a couple of years ago, and they did a little play, and it was a class debate on, is Pluto a planet? Pluto is our gift, because every preschool kid, early learns the planets, except how many planets are there? Are there 8? Are there 11? Are there 13? The very latest is there may be back to 9, because it all depends on what's a planet. Now we have a set of very good books that have been coming out which are exploring this, because here's a perfect illustration. We're going away from memorizing 9 names and having a convenient mnemonic that allows you to do it, to see this is a discussion. This is a debate. There isn't a right answer. There are interesting questions to be asked, and certainly for some kids, this is going to be distressing. Wait, I need the answer. I got to memorize this. And understandable, and kids do start out in a more concrete place, and we don't want to overwhelm them. But we are also at this very beginning age, just as we can do the same thing with why did the dinosaurs die out? Okay, now most theories believe it's the comet, but people are not completely sure, and we've got a lot of dino books. And so what we can start to do is have the teacher be comfortable in that there's a discussion, there's a debate. And so I'm working with 2 other educators, Dr. Myra Zarnowski of Queens College in New York and Dr. Marianne Cappiello of Lesley University. And what we're recommending for teachers and librarians is to develop the idea of a cluster. And that is that instead of relying on a book, a textbook, which synthesizes everything and gives it to you in this pre-digested, mulched up form, that what you do is you show kids 3 or 4 books that are in juxtaposition, that may have different answers, or may be written in different voices about the same subject. And so it's less about making sure kids get the 9 in order, and it's not 9 anymore, but rather that they understand that different books, different nonfiction texts can have different takes on the very same subject. Now this also opens a great door for me as a writer, because it means that I can have point of view in my book, because I am not saying my book is the one, the only, the answer, the textbook. It's my book. It's the book that I've written. Here's my evidence. Here's why I think that's so. Check my sources, disagree with me, but I'm giving you my take, and I invite you to challenge that take. I want you to. That's exciting, just like the 4th grade girl who asked the question that I hadn't asked. And so I think that teachers in the kind of the elementary area, where they may not have a grounding in what's the most sophisticated new theory on Pluto, can have a grounding in introducing kids to the juxtaposition of points of view.